Christianity. So no one can disprove or discredit Christianity, because God himself is the one that established Christianity. And when he established Christianity, he established Christianity for the fact of man's redemption. God had to have a plan for man once man sinned, and God's plan would involve Christianity. And Christianity would involve setting up God's embassy down here on earth and allowing his son, Jesus Christ, to come and establish that embassy, okay? Because remember, God envisioned Christianity in the book of Genesis, and remember, Jesus Christ came and established Christianity in the book of Matthew 16 and 18, when he told Peter, upon your confession I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against that. So God envisioned Christianity a long time ago, and Jesus Christ came and established Christianity in the book of Matthew, and the Holy Spirit came and empowered Christianity in the book of Acts. So Christianity began a long time ago. God himself is the founder of the Christian movement, and he sent Jesus Christ down here to continue that Christian movement so that man could have a way of and a means of salvation. There are so many people that have tried to disprove Christianity because the fact that they cannot believe that there is a God or a creator. They believe in God, but they don't believe in the big God, okay? They believe in a supernatural power, but they don't believe that supernatural power is God. That's why some people, when they talk to God, they refer to him as the man upstairs. They were talking about a supernatural power. Now, a lot of folks tell you, well, I do believe in something. I believe in the supernatural. I believe in a supernatural power, but I don't really know if I believe in God or not. We have to be able as Christians, because of the fact that as we look at this courtroom scene, God needs some public defenders. And what the public defenders do in any courtroom is actually they defend the accused. And in this case, Christianity is being accused of being a false religion. So there has to be some public defenders to defend Christianity. In order for the public defenders to defend Christianity, they need some witnesses. And guess what? We are the public defenders, and so we are called on to go out and find some witnesses to prove that Christianity exists, to prove the fact that Jesus Christ did come, to prove the fact that the resurrection did happen, to prove the fact that the tomb was empty. We have to find some witnesses that's able to get on the witness stand on behalf of Christianity and tell the jury why they believe that Christianity can't exist and why Christianity can be proven. And there's a lot of witnesses throughout this book that the author calls on. There are a lot of exhibits that the author demonstrates. And when he looked at this book and called on the different witnesses, number one, he can call on creation. When we look at creation, I mean, if you had a jury sitting up here and you had a judge sitting up here in the courtroom scene, and you had the defense counsel trying to disprove Christianity, and then you had some witnesses to go out and prove that Christianity exists and why they believe that Christianity exists. If they were to call some of those witnesses, one of the first witnesses they would call probably could be creation. And someone would say, creation, I need creation, I need you to come to the witness stand. And creation would probably come to the witness stand and they ask creation, why do you believe that God actually exists? And creation would probably just look around and say, well, I just woke up one day and the trees was around here and we had earth around us and we saw grass growing and we saw all kinds of animals around and everything like that. And I know that this stuff just didn't happen. When I woke up and saw the sun shine, it was a big ball of fire in the air, and then at night it was a moon at night, and then I noticed and sometimes it got dark, and sometimes it was light. There had to be something or some creator that created everything down here, because when I got here everything was already created. I didn't have to worry about the sunshine that would give me some protein and help me grow. I didn't have to worry about the minerals in the oil and the soil that would help me grow. That would be the witness of creation. When creation took the witness stand, they would be testifying on behalf of the fact that God do exist and there is a creator that created everything down here. Creation would probably tell you, and then when I looked around, I saw that there was some heavens and some earth, and then I saw some firmaments, and I know that all this stuff just didn't happen. So I know that there had to be a creator to provide everything I need, and that's my witness. That's what I saw. That's what I feel. I can prove the fact that something got me here. That's what creation would say. That's what the trees would say. That's what the animals would say. That's what the birds would say. It's a reason for me being here, and there had to be a creator. And when the creator came down, the creator came and created everything that was down here and brought everything into existence. And then they would tell creation, you can sit down and take your seat now. Now, do we have any more witnesses on behalf of Christianity and that God exists? Everybody said, well, let me call Adam. He was the first man. Adam, would you take the witness stand? Adam would probably take the witness stand and say, well, I believe that there is a God. I believe that there is a creator. I don't believe that there is just a great power upstairs. I believe that there is a God. I believe that someone said, let there be. Well, Adam, why do you believe that there's a God up there? Because one day when me and Eve had messed up, I heard a voice asking me, why am I hiding from you? That I had never heard that voice before, and that had to be the voice of a creator, because he knew exactly where I was at, and he called me out, and then he killed an animal and made me some clothes. So I know that there has to be a creator, because I was by myself and there was something that laid some dust down and made me a wife down here. So Adam would say, I know there was a creator because I talked to him. I saw him as we walked in the cool of the day. Adam would get up and testify the fact that I know that there is a creator, and I know that Christianity can be proven because God is the one that established Christianity himself. And then they would say, well, Adam, you can go ahead on and take the stand. Let me call one of your children. I'm going to call Cain to the stand. Cain, can you come up and be a witness on behalf of Christianity? Cain, how do you know that there's a creator, Cain? Cain can probably testify that whenever I got jealous of my brother, and I killed my brother. And Cain can probably say, I heard a voice asking me, I see your brother's blood crying from the ground. Cain probably said, I never heard this voice before. I guess it was a voice that my father Adam talked about. I had never heard this voice before, but this voice told me that I had killed my brother because his blood cried from the ground. And you know what? This creator, I realized that there had to be a creator watching me, because didn't anyone see me when I did that?
Right,
and whenever the creator saw what I had done, he put a mark on my head and sent me out into the wilderness so I could wander. So I know that there has to be a creator. I know that there has to be a God. I know that Christianity can be proven because I know that God actually exists. Well, Cain, if you know all this, you can take your seat. Let me call Noah. Noah, how do you know it's the creator? Noah would probably say, well, I was the only righteous man that was left on the face of the earth. And being righteous, I saw what all was taking place up on the earth. The godly line had begun to bow down to the ungodly line. And the ungodly line began to take over. And then one day I was just minding my own business, and I heard a voice. And this voice I hadn't heard before. He told me that he found favor with me, and he wanted me to build an ark because he was going to cause it to rain. I really didn't know what he was talking about. I had never seen rain before, but I know this voice. It had to be a voice of a creator, because he says everything that I have created, it has become wicked on the face of the earth. But Noah, you done found grace with me, so I want you to build an ark. Noah said, I really didn't understand, because I didn't know how to build an ark. So I listened to the creator. He had to be a creator because he had a design in mind, and told me that all I had to do was do what he told me to do. I was talking to him. He was talking to me. So I know that there has to be a God, there has to be a creator, because everything I needed to build the ark, he provided for me. He gave me everything I needed. And then one day he made it begin to rain, and then I know he had to be a creator, because after I finished building the ark, I wondered when it started to rain how I would get the animals into the ark. And he told me that he would call the animals to go into the ark 2 by 2. All I had to do is stand by and watch. And I watched the animals just went into the ark 2 by 2. And as we were in the ark, it began to rain. And it rained from above, and I had never seen it rain like that before. So I know that there has to be a creator, because after I finished the ark, he put me in the ark, and then he closed the door, and that door was so large that I couldn't have ever closed that door, but he closed the door. I know someone had to close the door, so I know that there had to be a creator that created everything down here. It had to be a creator to cause a rain like that. It had to be a creator to put all the animals into the ark. I know that there is a creator. I know that Christianity actually exists because someone had to create everything that was down here, and God envisioned it a long time ago. So that's my testimony, says Noah. I understand. There has to be a creator. Is there any more witnesses?